Transgender swimmer Lia Thomas captured first place at the NCAA Women's Swimming Championships yesterday, easily defeating the biological women also competing for the title. After his victory, here's what he had to say.
Lia, how did that performance measure up to your expectations coming into this meet tonight?
I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for this meet. I was just happy to be here trying to race and compete as best as I could.
In response to Thomas's dominance, Concerned Women for America filed a civil rights complaint against the University of Pennsylvania for failing to protect the rights of collegiate women athletes. After all, federal civil rights laws prohibit denying women equal rights in college athletic programs. But that's exactly what has been happening all year in the Ivy League. Joining me now to discuss this is Concerned Women for America General Counsel Mario Diaz. Mario, welcome to Washington Watch.
Joseph, great to be with you.
It's great to have you. What was your reaction to Lia's national championship swim yesterday?
You know, it was a mixture of a bit of outrage, as I always have in relation to this type of event. I feel like we're failing our daughters when we don't stand up to this type of injustice plain for everyone to see, but also a bit of sadness. I mean, you can see how there are many people hurting. You know, behind that interview that you just played, there were shouts, and those shouts were not of cheer. They were people saying shame and saying that's a man. So women are being trampled, their rights are being violated in plain view for everyone to see. And it is just incredibly disappointing to not see the Department of Education moving faster to ensure they have the opportunities they are supposed to get required by law.
Mario, to your point about the crowd reaction to what happened at the national championship swimming event yesterday, I don't hear many people actually defending Thomas. There seems to be a general recognition that a man just stole this national championship from a woman. Do you think this story is changing the way people in America feel about the transgender issue broadly?
I hope so. I think at least on this issue, it's so obvious for anyone that is watching that it is fundamentally unfair, that it is not in any way, shape, or form good, even for Lia Thomas or for the other competitors. And, you know, what we had in this particular instance, in case of the University of Pennsylvania, Concerned Women has filed violations like this before. But what we have in this instance, in the case of the University of Pennsylvania, is the statements by teammates that clearly have expressed concerns, even about their comfort and safety in the locker room, where they have expressed concerns to the coaches, and they are being ignored. So what has been created by the University of Pennsylvania here is a hostile environment and no way for these athletes who were forced to speak on condition of anonymity, for them to express their opinion, their concerns, and being taken seriously. Their exact quote in the papers was that they were being told to shut up and suck it up and continue to do it. And you know, one more thing, Joseph, and you know this very well. The tragedy of college sports is that women are being forced to stay silent because the career is so short. You cannot simply risk engaging in a battle with your university for your rights and risk losing what you've worked all your life to achieve. In 4 years, you'll be gone, and there's no taking back what you have lost. So it is such a shame that we're living through this after so many years of women fighting for their rights. And we hope that we can win this, even with a hostile administration that has made clear from the beginning that they are standing for the trampling of women's rights in this issue.
Mario, an underrated part of the problem here is that these swimmers, after they are defeated by him, are also expected to go back to the same locker room and change in his presence. And that, for understandable reasons, is really uncomfortable for a lot of these women. But they're told, again, to just suck it up and deal with it because there's a larger political agenda, apparently. Now, you are taking legal action concerning Women for America are, but isn't it the position of Penn and all the other universities that because of the Bostock decision, because of executive orders from the Biden administration, this is actually what the law requires them to do?
They are pretending that this is the case, just like we continue to pretend that Lia Thomas is a woman and she's competing here. They continue to pretend that the law allows for this, but the law is clear. One of the things that was fundamentally clear that Justice Gorsuch made clear in the Bostock decision, it was that it was not being applied to Title IX, which is where the law protects women and student athletes. And so the law is clear that this should not be happening. You know, you talked about facilities, and this is one of the things that it is specifically protected in Title IX. It is women's facilities, that is not a violation in any way of equal rights, right? You are protecting safe spaces for women, and this is in full compliance with the law. But in this instance, now we are supposed to pretend that that is not the case and that their rights can be violated because it is being done by somebody, by a man who claims to be a woman. It is, again, it is in clear violation of the law. If the law needs to be changed, they need to fight for that. But this is not what women have been fighting for more than 50 years.
Mario, many people may not remember, but on Biden's first day in office, he signed an executive order requiring exactly the scenario that we are now watching play out would be the case, that this must be allowed. In about 30 seconds, what happens if this doesn't get fixed?
If it doesn't get fixed, women will continue to suffer the consequences. But I tell you what, as you mentioned, the tide is turning. And I think Concerned Women for America is fundamentally committed to this. We will pay any price that needs to be paid in order to stand up for truth and for the rights of women. We believe it is that important. This is not something we can stay silent on. We have more than 500,000 members around the country, many of them college female students that are members of our Young Women for America chapters. And as you saw yesterday, they were at Georgia Tech outside,
Mario,
standing up.
We are standing with you, but we are also out of time. Mario Diaz, Concerned Women for America, thanks so much.